But whatever. Yeah. So I was about to say how's it going, but no one's in the chat, so I'm just gonna take this down. And yeah. Um. So let's see. I want to make sure everything's in order. So just in case if there's anyone watching, which probably not, but hey, what can you do? Yeah. Uh. So how do I start? So yeah, it's been a while since I did a cover for a Ruby topic. It's been like years at this point. Last time well, what was the last video I did? It was usually I think it was like a meme video. The last time I did a Ruby sort of video for content, I like even after or yeah after like the video I did with for Ruby that was like about it was during volume 8, 7 or 8, and then and it just went on and I didn't want to do any more videos on it. So yeah, and then Dying happened and I I did put my predictions, but it didn't happen. First of all, and second, someone's gonna fucking it's gonna ruin my it just expose my life or trying to cancel me because I actually add a little like stupid image that I found on Google that I gotta get it. I'm like I don't know. I feel like someone's gotta use that against me, so I just gotta just hold it to myself. Unless people don't care, then I'll definitely just have it in public. But like for now, I'll just keep it to myself. Well, yeah. Other than that, yeah, this is my first Ruby. Yeah, like my first Ruby video for this year, 2025. So I guess that's kind of exciting. So we have more content for Ruby. Well, it's gonna be mostly about indie stuff though. So this is one of them as an example right here on screen. Um, it's Dust Queen from Chapter One, Growing Pains. By Grim Tidings, I joined our Discord server, so if you want to support them, check them out. They're right here. So, um, yeah. So all this stuff is here. So if you want to check it out, oh, damn. See, there's so many stuff I want to do, and I keep forgetting because fucking life happens. I don't. I, I gotta fucking go to do it, and I forgot to share the Spotify with someone about it. Fuck. Okay, whatever. I'll do it later. Um, yeah. Uh, it's not important anyway. Okay, he liked my post. Um, I try to see. Okay, all right, that's about it. So yeah, so I just want to do a deep dive into this episode and share what I think and how I feel about the episode in all 12 minutes glory as a whole. So yeah, let's just start from the logo since disclaimer is like whatever from the voice actress who did all the indie stuff for Ruby Rose. So shout out to her. Forgot her name, but you know, it's like she's like ever gonna follow me, or care, or even like me, because I am a controversial person. Yes, sirree. As a Canadian myself, I have the most minority ass opinions. Comes to shit like this. Turn off stable volume for the best experience. Wait, did I just have it? Oh, whoopsies. What even is this anyway? Stable volume. Okay, whatever. I didn't even see that. Well, now I know. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, just Grim Tidings presents. Yeah, it's just music and stuff. And also, yeah, check out their music if you want, if you're interested in the music. It's just whatever. I'm not special for this episode. I mean, all right. Anyway, fan production, yada yada yada. All right. Just in case you're going to keep doing like copyright strikes on like videos or live streams, I'm gonna keep pausing every so often. So you don't get a strike. You know what I mean. I don't get a strike. Okay, so yeah, we can start off it was like from a trailer that it opens up like this where Weiss Schnee it wakes up in like the middle of nowhere and basically just like see like an evil version of her. So bro, I swear to God, if it's like cringe at the fucking end, I'd be like, but for now, like it's already 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 sort of interesting. I can't speak. I'm sorry. So no, not just start from the beginning. So literally, we start off of like Weiss just waking up in like the middle of like I want to say Wonderland, but it's like literally like Kingdom Hearts intro section where like Sora's like literally like Sora spawns in like like the middle of nowhere, um, space and time and all that. Like nothing surrounds but like a mirror of a glass and water on beneath the ground, the floor, and then she's wearing her volume one outfit. So all that's nice and tidy. Red petals. I don't know what that signifies. Like the White Rose ship. If it is, then fuck me. Oh no no no. This is it's the Maple Leaves. There's so are you saying that Remnant has Canadian leaves, or are you saying that Remnant is Canada in real life? Really? So yeah, like if a leaf falls down without trees for some reason, so weird ass dream from the start. If you have a random leaf and you froze it, and there's like no other trees, where the hell did the leaf comes from? Is it God? His bush. He's shaving his bush down to remnants. Oh my gosh, I'm touching God's bush. It's so clean and tidy. No, you froze it. It's white. God is not supposed to be one. No. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. Yeah, a random like. Oh yeah, but let me mention this by the way. The animation they put into this of this whole episode is so well done. Like this looks way professional. Oh, well, way more professional than the Rooster Teeth production itself. Like compare this to like Rooster Teeth's actual like production of the animation team is totally different. Like you like just look at this scene alone, so much more like care and efforts than the actual show itself with the animation. And look how like nice and well alive and clean it is. Like okay, except for the hair, but no, but like everything else, like the reactions, the eyes, the movements, all is so nicely well done. I'll give him props for that. So much props. It also reminds me of like the volume like not four, but like the later like Maya engine type shorts where the volume four, volume five, volume six. We have like the new trailers for I'm about to say Rose, Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, and Ruby. Like all the shorts in like from four to six, I think. No, no, 4 to 5, if I'm correct. Yeah, 4 to 5. Um, they have their own independent shorts for whatever, you know, for whatever reason. Um, Showing off like the engine, the style, show how it works, the full like the full vision effort of what the engine will look like for the show. Um, if that was what it was about, because oh my gosh, because Ruby is definitely that, like showing off like showcasing the how the new engine looks like in Maya for the new animation team, all that to see animate to see the new animation of Ruby, then using the old one, you know, and then they just decided to do like there's a white short and the black short and a yang short. Anyway, the point is that those shorts, especially the white one, is exactly like this, and I mean that like the effort of the animation is all there. Like you can see what I mean by like if you check out like the the short Weiss trailer thing where she fights those like with the Snow White Grim, but it was actually winter for like training, and then in the end she was like daydreaming or whatever. It was that specific short reminds me of this from the animation standpoint alone of like how well it was animated, like the contrast, everything is like way high budget and professional. Compared that to like the actual like, especially in 4, 5, 6, the it just looks off or isn't look as clean as the shorts are, which I'm like pissed off at that because you could definitely tell that like the difference of like um the levels of detail like contrast from the shorts being like at best to like the show itself at the worst for like for how like I don't know how to explain it, but the coloring, the details is just not as polished as the shorts are. So, and that's all I want to bring up today because it only reminds me of that. That's all I want. That's all I want to bring it up. That's all I want to bring it up is the it's the shorts alone relating reminding me of this episode alone. Anyway, all that jabble of of fucking broken English later. All right. Anyway, um, sorry, excuse me. Okay, anyway. All right, stop. All right, so let's get back into it. Uh, yeah. So yeah, she's in a cloud of like dark clouds, dust, or whatever. I have sniffles in my nose already, but oh yeah, this takes place. Yeah, this takes place between like around volume 2, I think. So this is supposedly whatever happened around volume 2 where um Weiss is like chill with the team without the you know her anger issues, not trusting her leader, and being racist against the faunus. All that is just like been done dealt with already. So this one like focuses goddamn on her relationship and connection with the team. If that's where we're heading, then I'm interested. Would it be canon? It doesn't matter. Because volume 2, like she just already just a chill member, and that's the one thing I really just when I realized like after finishing the show and like when volume 6 is there like literally around like volume 5, 6 ended, and I just realized that like that after volume 1 she literally became a clean slate, like not like enough there's not enough or wasn't any, how you say this, the whole thing. What people like to see more of Weiss, or especially her character itself, is to see her transition from like a really like obnoxious bratty teen princess, from always thinks she's the best one, always thinks she's perfect, disliking a race because of her family issues and business and all that, ruining her I guess business. I don't think we get too much about why she dislikes. She all we know is like the fauna is just like ruining like the production of from like transfers transfers. Sorry, and transportation and all that. So and it makes her dad mad and all that. So I remember that's literally what she brought up, and also like despised the faunas for being like really like unloyal, awful creatures from her perspective. So yeah, but we don't get any insight of that or in depth after that episode, and even that alone isn't enough to go off of like where we see her stand on, other than this is her father's issues than herself. So why would she be this distrustful towards Faunas? I don't know, because all she said was like literally like her father, because the only it would work if she cares for her father well being. So it wouldn't make sense why she would be against Stephanus if she's all about her dad. But then we found out later it wasn't that. So like, why was she angry towards and dislike Faunus? I don't know. We will never know. Other than they ruined her production life and they're smelly and the news told her that they're bad. I don't know. But other than that, yeah. But I think what people miss and like about Weiss is literally like her like I don't know, antagonistic is the word, but very like untrustful, like what's what word I'm looking for, a very like bratty ally, I guess, a very like skeptical slash bratty slash like you're not doing it right type of person. So and I think there's like so much more shit they could have done with her in volume 2, but she just became like a really good, decent, loyal member at the end of one until the really the whole way through. She became just very consistent of like mostly like nice, and I think this really like takes away her character as a whole really, and the effort for like one to everything else is like very like low effort. Like I just get so tired of the, like people just saying the wife's their favorite character. She got bad, but she came really good at the end. Trust, and it's like, bro, like, would it be more satisfying and engaging if she was like, you know, like Zuko, like started from like bad and still is bad, but he has good intentions from literally his perspective and his storytelling throughout the show, where at the end he really redeems himself by actually putting the effort and action into place of like knowing what he's in the wrong for, and it's gonna make up everything he has done to do the right thing. That was supposed to be for Weiss in the show, but I guess not. I guess she already resolved that from old teachers. I guess literally like the the what's his name, Port Ospen, um who else, there's also another old guy literally taught her like he like, all three of them just teach her like what is the right thing to do? Don't do what you're doing right now because it's bad. And she's like, oh, okay, I get it. I learned my lesson, and that's it. It's like, bro, listen, even for me personally, if it was me, I'll literally like, I learned my lesson. I'm sorry, and the next day it'll happen again because you don't really learn your lesson until you face the consequences from your actions repeatedly until like you finally realize that I should stop or you get like actual like see it from discipline and um literally like know what your wrongdoings are after a while, and then it's like, all right, fine. And of course, depending on what scenario we're talking about, but like even if Weiss her age, like was it, she's like a teen at this time? Yeah, she's like 16, 15. Wait, like 15 or 16, I think. So yeah, like she's still young, and it makes sense if she's still like bratty, and we wanted to see more of that. That's the one thing I really wanted to see her grow and then become more independent, or not independent, more relying on her allies. Sure, already is independent, but but like she finds a way. Hopefully, in this series, shows that like she needs to be dependent on her allies more because it saved her life and also connects her more and actually shows that relationship of her and Ruby became more closer, like actual besties than allies. Because it makes sense from the start, Rice would have become start off as the the selfish princess to what's the word? Not loyal, companion. Nah, that's not a word for it. Associate, ally type thing, coworker, to friend until bestie. That's the chart of involving developing her relationship status with her and her team would have been. So it would have been nice to see that, but into playing the show. But we skipped that. But in this, I think it can lead to that, and I want to see that more, and I'm excited to see where it goes from there. Like, yeah, because for what we see so far, it's literally her still in the Volume One Attitude era, but more, you know, more or less um antagonistic and more like critical, which I really like that more, or appreciate that more. See where that goes, because I'm pretty sure that's part of why stuff people liked about or want to see more of to see that development change her character. So we'll see in this series if it does that justice. So anyway, um, yeah. Speaking of development, so this I don't know who the I know people like might have know what this character is. I don't want to go too in deep into like who she is or whatnot. So Weiss just sees through like the clouds of like misery, and then it's like a cracked Weiss type of thing, mirror mirror type dilemma. Is it Weiss and his C? I can't tell. I think it is Weiss. So it's like the dark version of Weiss. Uh, she has like those like sparks in her head. Um, Nothing much to say other than her design looks unique. Um, Sparks, glow, cracks, dying, everything. Um, Interesting look, but that's all I gotta say from her. So, yeah, I think she's like a demon. For Weiss, I don't know, like, if this is gonna be like Weiss in her head type thing, or is this actual like a character that we get to see them interact? Because obviously that this is all we get to see. Oh my gosh, literally this is all we get to see of her for now. That she's in a dream, so we don't know it will expand there or not. I don't know. All we know is that she's just like the the black version of Weiss, and then there's the title screen. There's the title screen. Sorry about that. I have a cough. Already, already, it looks so like freshly polished with the colors, no shadow people. Of course, like very generic OCs, but hey, like this is like already put in the efforts, and also like how they open door, very in character. Blake, sometimes I don't know what they're doing with Blake anymore because in the show like she's way more like private, scarce, antisocial sometimes. Like you know what I'm talking about. Like Blaze is usually Blake is usually like very like cold. But it's sometimes in the show and even in fan animations they made her like super like but yeah, it's I don't know. The balance for her is so weird because there's times that she's like literally like there as supporting, and there's other times she's like super like introverted. Like because usually she like read books and won't be in peace, and there's times she's just like going clubs and I don't know, it's whatever. But yeah, other than Blake, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Besides Blake, Yang's the character, Ruby's being Ruby, Weiss, yes, all three of them are perfectly in character. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, there's a bunch of copies and shit. Um, and I remember I made a joke to myself when I was watching where she when she Yang like put her arm around Ruby and walks away. It reminds me of the time where it was like episode 2, I think. It was like 1 or 2 where from volume 1. Like where she was like, "Oh, I can't hang out with you because I got friends and I gotta go. Bye." Like, you remember all that? Where's her friends? This is like in the middle of volume 2. We still don't get to see who her friends are, or what they look like, and where the hell they're at. Who are where? Where are they even? Where are they? Where are they even at? Is this like? Is she lying that she got just? Did she pay people to hang out with her? Like, what the fuck was that all about? You guys remember what I'm talking about? Like, literally, like shadow people just come up to her, just touching hips and shoulders. It's like, yeah, these are my friends. I gotta go by. Like, where's her friends at? Like, who are they? Do we get to see them? Newsflash, we don't because they never show up around, mention. That was it. Like, what a what a moment. What a point of detail that never been answered. Like, I don't know what was that all about. We never get to see what Yang's friends look like. Such a random detail that has never been answered. Yeah, I need to see it because it's been a while since I saw the episode. Says the one who was okay. Yeah, like um, yeah, the blushes and all that. Yeah, really, really well made. Well done. Did I mention the uniforms? I just realized. The uniforms. What was I gonna say? I think I'm just gonna say like it's weird to see them in their uniforms since the last time we see them in their uniforms was it Volume 2? Because I remember Volume 3 they don't wear their uniforms, school uniforms at all in the third one. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, the last time we saw them was definitely in Volume 2, and to see them in this engine and right now into play, it's so jarring sometimes that I forgot they have school uniforms look like that. Which I'll say that it's really cool, to see, really neat. Is really neato, neato. Really cool to see that we see that in action in this engine, in this fan animation, all that jazz. It's really cool to see. Um, I was gonna say one issue, but I don't know what the issue is. Um, yeah, I'm trying to see. Was it? I guess like what was the point of having a school uniform if you have like your own outfit? But whatever. I was just talking about like budget reasons for show, but whatever. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the voice acting is like almost 10 out of 10. So I don't need to say anything about the voice acting. If there is, I would point out so far, but nah, it's for this episode. It's been great. So yeah. Oh, and this is the one I wanted to bring up. The fact that they brought up the what the fuck is it? Wait a minute. Oh no, no. I was like, the gun's not even attached to the pole, but then I see this. It's like okay, never mind. It's like I don't know what that is. Hang on, what did she describe it? Hang on, this tip spear. Is a spear? That's a spear. Wait. But why is it? Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. That's such a weird design. Cause what is a gap? If it's connected like this, I don't think it will. That's such a weird design. I just now I'm looking at it up close, looking very closely at it, bro. There's no trigger. The trigger's not even in the gun. What is this gun? That's not even what? What am I looking at? It doesn't even make sense. How would you hold a gun if this is in the way? Number one, because a revolver, if that's a revolver, so what? That's just hard to hold for a one hand. So, huh? Wait a minute. This looks stupid. At first, it was neat because it was one time I watched it, but then looking at it closely like this, stupid as design. What the heck is the? There's I see the blade, so this is like the spear end. This is the pole, but the pole is like it would have made more sense if it's connected, right? And then like the gun is like inside, because there's like umbrella snipers, or is it umbrella or sometimes like cane sniper that you can literally like build at home that literally use the cane itself to be a gun. Like it can work, but I don't know why they made it like this. Like that's it looks like a cheerleader's baton stapled to like a piece of metal to a revolver that has like blacksmith blades inside the gun. So it had that gravelly look, but it's like you have that together and it looks bizarre. It doesn't even look right. Like how do you use it to kill? How do you even use this weapon? Do you throw it? You shoot it? You can't shoot. There's no trigger, so I think you just throw it. But like, how you activate? What's the point of the gun then? Whatever. Um, yeah. What I know liked about this moment and that Ruby sees it's a new weapon because she's a gun geek, so she fantasizes it or not fantasizes it, geeks out about it. Talks about sharing about it, appreciating it, literally showing her interest of weapons, which we were missing some part mostly in the show, where at first it was literally like one she brought up and adored different types of weapons. It was like the very start, and then later it was like not mentioned as much. Volume 2 was a little mention, 3 I think also, but then after 3 is definitely where she never brought up any interesting advice or tutorials or weapon prompts, favorite weapons, least favorite weapons, um, any interesting inputs on like villains of weapons. We nothing. So it's cool to see that here where they brought up her interest in weapons, so or guns. But yeah, like such a breath of fresh air, breath of fresh air. Sorry. Yeah, very bouncy in this anime. What the fuck is this character? Is that Jean? Look at this. What the fuck? Gold, freaking like not Goldilocks. What is that stupid show? It reminds me of that one character in like, is that Spice Guardians? I want to say Ice Spice. No, that's not it. That's the artist. No, it's something Spice Guardians. Magical Spice Magical Girl, something like that. It reminds me of that one kid who's like had that alpha male like energy type of no, what is it? I don't know his name, but he's like, you know what I'm talking about. If you know the episode where this like handsome like blonde guy has like that too much of like he can't he's like incompetent, but it has like that dude swag, or I don't like to use that word. It really, he literally has like the alpha energy, but like can't do shit. Literally like dumb handsome guy type shit. So that's literally what he reminds me of. That's what literally what he reminds me of than John, because Jean nah, it doesn't look like John. It just reminds me of the guy more than John. Oh wow, she knows her stuff about Damascus steel. Damascus, Dem- Damascus, Damascus, Damascus steel. Oh my gosh, look how stretchy. I just like, hold on. Can I just wait a minute? Can I just quickly do this real quick? That quality. With playback speed. Let me just slow down a little. Let me see how this looks. God, there it is. Always goes up. What the fuck are you going up? Oh my gosh. Super bouncy. You know, you know what? I think this would have fit more for RWBY, the official RWBY show, if they have the characters more balanced than, because if you remember the original, they're all like super stilted and um static, like the all like position and like walk or the everything they interact or do anything, they're like very stilted and just like wood planks. They're not very like jumpy and oh they are, but they're not very like wobbly or using her body language around. They usually just like very stiff. That's the word. They're like just very stiff with their like feel and look and animation wise. It's just it doesn't even look very well polished. But this is not just you can see the quality and the colors, but also oh gosh, her fingers. Um, she's way more alive in this than any of the oh gosh, any of the episodes in the official Ruby, especially one. One was rough, to say the least. Let me just like make that a little bit more slower. Okay. Wait a minute. And of course, this is a fan animation, so of course the characters are not gonna do shit. They're just gonna stand around just looking. What the fuck? This guy looks scary. I don't know what's wrong with him. Demon guy over here, blue eye, with white eyes. Mr. Hero Brian. Um, let me just like put it to normal, the normal speed. All right. Anyway, I I want to make sure real quick. Um, is it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, I messed up. I messed up. Help! 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 I messed up. Okay. Now it feels like it's too quick. Am I? Wait. What? Am I crazy? It doesn't even look right. Wait a minute. Now I'm just. No, this is normal speed. I won't. All right, I need to see. Hang on.
Basket steal? Like, forever! It's made.
Yeah, yeah. All right, never mind. Okay, it's normal speed. It just looks fast. I'm gonna hate what I. It just makes my head dizzy. Anyway, yeah, like Team Juniper is just not there because it's not about them. So you know, which is good because I don't want the show be about them and Ruby all at the same time. So it's good to see mostly them this time. So yeah, and then we see the models for the teachers. They look great. The voice actor for Glinda's and Ospin are fine. And then they could, you know, okay, freaking, fucking dick stroking animation. Anyway, yeah, we see like the boards and all that neatness. I gotta just like see. Is anyone watching? No. Oh, someone came and he left. So yeah, that's just welcome to my life, guys. Welcome to life. Welcome to life. I was okay. It works. I just want to make sure that everything. All right, all right. Never mind. No, I don't want to see it. Turn this shit off. Um. Yeah. 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 Okay. She just said shit and left. Yeah, we could see them choosing. Was it uh, my gosh, I can't think. Was it? Is a contract? Literally just pick contract where they have no like, you know, any further assistance with like any teacher or students to so they can work on their own in the fields in dangerous fields to test out their skills if they're equipped or not equipped, ready, whatever. So, which is neat. At least there's some logic to it for the show itself. Like for Hazel, sister's case of, but I don't want to get into that. Actually, never mind. Literally choosing a mission for themselves so they can have a better mark on the board. So yeah, literally like focusing. It's basically like them growing, connecting as a team, and also shaping the relationships of Weiss, Ruby, and Blake and Yang because both of those uh, partners are very like not getting enough development. So it's good to see that more here, like normal developments than rush and short stacked shits. Uh, yeah. What she mentioned? Giant squid. See, I just can't swim. How funny! Is there a search and destroy mission? Search and destroy. The Destroy, Build, Destroy on Cartoon Network. The Beowulfs. Also, quick question: like, how these missions get posted on the board? Is it like aren't they like mandatory if it's like a grim attack or encounter in a village and they're just students like taking their time preparing and accepting and getting there on time? Like, how does that work? Like, how does these jobs get posted? Who's in patrol? Who's scouting? Is it Crow? Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this real quick because there's nothing much I wanted. I did want to talk about it, but like other than the, there's not too much to say because it's literally like introduction, and also I just want to just post something related to Ruby. Oh, and then being sisters is cute. Yeah. And what did I say? I just want to make sure. And this is reminds me of like the fucking like Yang short trailer, but I don't know what is if it worse or better. I just know it just feels almost the same, but instead of Yang fighting the big wolf, she's fighting with her team, fighting other wolves. So other wolves, plural. So eh, get some nice combat and okay music. I'll be honest, the music is just like very like generic to me. Literally, the best soundtrack for Ruby is definitely one. For me, one is the best soundtrack out of the whole like scores for each of the season. The volume one is the best one for me, and the others has some like songs that I like more than most other ones. Path to Isolation is it that there's one white song I really do love in like I think it was in four. Um, one from the Neo song from six was actually good. I like listening to. Belloc used to be my favorite, but I don't, and then I hate it because I don't know the song doesn't hit the same. And the more I listen to it, it just feels very like try hard. And then other songs that like the Atlas sound, the fudge, um, the literally the later volumes with their songs, songs. I'm trying to say it correctly. Um, but yeah, most of their songs are just very like or generic to me. It doesn't not as like punchy as the other ones previous volumes. Because I'll be honest, the middle the volumes from 4 to 6 has decent and better songs I like listening to than the later ones in the Atlas arc and beyond. But there's like some better scores in the earlier volumes, so if that makes sense. So yeah, and this is just one of those examples of like random like rock that doesn't feel like it's not as punchy enough, so it's just like very generic rock. And then we see, you know what? I'll say this: the one thing I don't that not don't like, but that I do miss or want to see is the whenever Ying like go berserk, Super Saiyan whatever, she just glows her hair and her eyes turn red. Like usually it'll be like an explosion when she turns, but it was just all like a fire, then an explosion. Because there's always an explosion when she transforms to berserk. You remember like in 1 to 3, is it? Because I remember the first time that ever happened, where just lit up and punch. It was in 6, if I remember correctly, using the anger professionally, wisely, whatever, right? She literally lit up from and then punches and then she turns back to normal. So that's the first time, and I think that's what they're gonna keep using instead of like the big explosion freak out moments. Actually, and the more I think about it, that should have been. And this is volume 2, right? Yeah, what they should have focused on that. It's not too hard to animate too, so like I don't think it's an animation thing. I think it's like the storyboard of like, oh, since if she was to turn berserk calmly, she could have done this. So that's what they're trying to show. But nah, I think for especially in volume 2 where she didn't work her on her control of her powers, it would have made more sense. Make more sense. God damn it! It would have fit more better if it was an explosion transformation than a lit up transformation. If you get what I mean. So yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like the add in or didn't like that change for her. But other than that, she looks, you know, everything else is great. She looks fine. The hair looks better. I mean, like the hair of the effects looks way better here than the actual show. Because I remember the actual show was just the actual show when they first showed her going red in the Maya engine. It literally makes her hair go whiter and brighter, and her eyes turn red. And that's literally the add-in to her Berserk Super Saiyan mode, and it's very, 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 very disappointing because they did not have this effect. It's way more uh, simpler, I guess. And he grabs, but I will say I don't like how like slow. They're not as aggressively violent. The Grim, they're all like very generic, like bad guys just as obstacles than actual threats. Is my issue with the fights. It's all feel very stormtroopers. Like I don't know why he was grabbing her. Was it face or arm? And then he just dies, and it's like, and yeah, and more Grim, or just like, hey, hey, let's go, brother. Let us eat the fish. Ah, fuck. And then yeah, this is where Weiss, trying to practice using her skills, and then Ruby Rose gets in the way again, which would have been cool to see that more in Volume 2, but we get to see more here, which is at least appreciated. Could have been great to see that in the official show, but that being said, it's in past. It doesn't matter. So yada yada yada. This would have been cool, like developments to. Oh gosh, it would have been cool to see more of it in the volume two though. So that's all I wanted to say. Because this is very much needed for Ruby and Weiss as characters to grow. And I can't. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. It would have been great to see Ruby and Weiss grow as characters to see more of that in the actual show if they lean into this more. But it is what it is. Yes, Ruby showing off. Weiss gets like bitter, like, "What the fuck are you doing? I almost killed you." No, you're just slow, like a fucking bitch. And then she keeps stabbing the wolves. Like, you could just use your dust, bro. And then cause and effect. It throws her gun, and the wolf is alive. And yeah, like I don't know whose fault is that actually. Is it Ruby's or I think it's Weiss, to be honest. Is it? Gotta be honest, I don't know whose fault it is in this situation. Because I don't think both of them know it would happen unless. Whose fault is it? I can't say neither. That can be a kind of a boring answer, but I think it's Weiss's is the issue in this. I think she's the problem for that to happen because I'm pretty sure Weiss would have let Ruby know about the effects of using it, and number two, and I don't think Ruby's aware of what Dust can do, so that's why I'm thinking Weiss to blame for that situation, in my opinion. Like, since she knows how to use it, and Ruby only just knows how to take action, and then yeah, um, and then this well way better placed with this type of um clunky animation comedy effect than what they did in the actual show. Because whatever they did with that little bits with choppy like animatic animation bits of like of like anime um what do you call it, comedic anime moments in the official show is way worse than this. This one is actually way better paced. It has a bit better appropriate moment for it than the official show where it's like um unnecessary in my opinion. But that's just me. Yeah, and they'll come back. We're like, all right, that's why we're Team Ruby. And Ruby's like, man, I can't shoot my shit. I can't use my gun at all. My shit broke. You almost got us both killed. Hi, I was. You didn't tell me. Yes, slightest hit would have been better. Should have aimed for the head, fucking bitch. Wait, hang on. I was gonna say, guys, both killed. And I could have been better prepared. See, I don't know how I feel about Yang being calm. Again, it's about about Tai Yang of like you were being too angry, so you should be more calm in the heat of the moment. Be more calm in the heat of the oh my gosh, you need to be more calm in the heat of the moment. So be less angry and be more calm or whatever. So seeing her like, and that's in volume four. This is like around two, so I don't know how I feel about her being, unless it doesn't really matter, but it's just it's just moments like that. It just kind of ruins the show for me. It's like, bro, why if her anger is literally her issue of why she didn't win, then first of all, it's dumb already because she won and she was actually she's powerful with it on her than without it. So, and number two, that was never an issue for her other than her being tired. So, yeah. So I don't know. Just seeing her like calming them both down, then being angry is kind of an issue for me, or more of like a little like a small. It's just a small issue with that. That's all I'm gonna say. Just a small issue. You're the one to talk. Well, she has the bigger boobs, and you're just flat as the land. Freaking like Link. Excuse me, princess. Maybe you should eat my pie instead. What is that supposed to mean? Rose crescent rose. Consequence of your actions. Yeah, see, that's literally Weiss's fault in that. How's that my fault? You don't understand the concept of communication. Bro, it froze the gun. What are you talking about? Communication. It's the concept of listening. That makes no sense. You make no sense. Alright. Stop bickering like little children, ladies. See, again, the effect is fine, but the when every time she transforms, it's not like is it? There's no explosion. It's just lights up. I don't like that because that was not what she keep doing in Volume Two. But whatever. I'm trying to see what. Hang on. I want to see this real quick. Okay, they didn't walk. Okay, that's why. I thought they were both gonna shake hands. Actually, ended a while ago. Did she really? I just realized she threw. Yeah, she threw a brick of ice at her. Didn't she? Fucking throw a piece of ice at her. What the hell? That's abuse. Literally tomboy energy, and Weiss is like, "Did you throw that shit at me? Come here! Ah shit! Ah, fuck." Also, they still bicker. They just watch him bicker, and she said, "Walk away." Like minutes, like a couple feet later, I'm not done talking to you. So am I. And they're like, lovebirds. Like, what the? I thought you wanted to walk away and not talk. Failed lecture. Failed argument ever. What's the word? Breaking up shit doesn't make a difference for me because that didn't do anything. You know, you know, it would have been more funnier if Ruby was like, "Ew, lovebirds to her? Fuck no! I will never fuck her in my life. You take that back. I won't." Drama queen, or should I say dust queen? Because you're dust as shit, dusty as shit. Your moves are shit. Your weapons are shit. You're all dusty everywhere. I hate you. You're a queen of dust. That's why I'm telling you this, you stupid shit. Bird. I don't know, man. I'm just tired. Okay, and I just want to see like the design for the Grim. It's like some type of like horse. Okay, and that's it. And that's the credits. And there's still the concept art. All right. Um. Oh, that looks nice. The eclipse looking nice. Yeah, to see the designs, all that. Yeah, kudos to them. Yeah. Oh, look at that. The new design for Weiss looks nice. You know, this is the second time they try to like have go through that, go, try to do like the evil like corrupted like Scar Weiss thing. Yeah, there's the soundtrack. You know what I mean? This is like the anime did it, and now is this. It's like, what's with the Weiss becoming evil subplot or plot? The evil Weiss plot of like, I had to redeem myself by fighting my own self, and now after killing my evil self, I become better. I see my allies as my friends, and now I'm more, you know, cooperate, more cooperative than annoying and brash. So that's the thing. Um, oh god, these invincible reactions, and also I gotta be honest, I'm so tired of these freaking like reaction channels spreading everywhere. Like they're not even good reaction channels. They're all just reacting like any like they react like any other act reactor. Sorry, it's so like not a lot to take from. There's some like these literally there's some reaction channels that have decent commentary after they finish the episode, which I'll give them that, and also some good like um comments to point out while reaction through the episode. So I'll give them that some credit where it's due, but most of them is literally like so stupid. It's like, bro, you just I can't just watch at home or watch it for free somewhere else. Like, I don't know. Some of these reaction channels are just stupid. Uh, yeah, Lilo Stitch happened. By the way, the remake is awful. Do not watch the remake for Lilo and Stitch. Just watch the original. Literally, everyone's watching the original first. If you guys didn't know, when the movie remake came out, everyone's watching the original to see how it goes and feels for the first time, and they all loved it. They cried, and they watched the remake. And they're like, oh, it's still decent or whatever. Or they're not gonna watch it. I don't know. Like the fucking original is better for a reason, or like the original Lilo Stitch is better for a reason. Um, is why people loved it so much than wanting and watch the remake and get a worse result. But anyway, um, just anything else I want to point out? I mean, like after the first chapter is like not much to say and explain other than it's a start, good introduction. Can't wait to see. Rome is in this. I think from the concept art, the horse, the evil wise. I don't know where it goes. If they gonna make it more gay, like lesbians, like I can expect White, Yang and Blake to have more development on that relationship. Weiss and Ruby, big question mark. If they are gonna do it, it better not be cringe. Is all I'm gonna say. If it's cringe, then fuck. But yeah, other than all that, overall, in conclusion, yada yada yada, I still liked it. Very good start. Really want to see where it goes. And I thought it would be releasing every month, but I was wrong. They're in development with the second one still, so yeah, I have no other question, nothing else to say other than that. So yeah, it's a good episode. Um, anything else I want to say? Um, for my videos alone, um, I want to say that there's a two special people I want to talk about, and it's very much about the love circle, gender war type shit. Um, what is it? What do you call? What is the term for it? Is it sexism? I try to remember sexism era, sexist war, sexist debates, um, man versus female. I don't know what you call it. Like, I would say there's definitely like a freaking conflict going on with like man versus woman with like dating and whatnot. It's like, bro, this shit is so and like tiring because it's like, bro, I hope you know that both of you are the issues of of that issue. Like there has to be more than just like because men are evil or abusive because that's why you can't find love. It's like, bro, and you're any better selling like fansly OnlyFans for yourself and complaining that you can't find a boyfriend. Like, what do you expect? Like all this shit is like, bro, what is even happening anymore? All right, I don't know. I think that's it. Like, there's nothing else I want to say. Um, bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I sound tired. Mess up my English and all that, but I just want to post something real quick. And if I got no views, I got no views because it's late and no one cares or no one is gonna watch it at this time. So, alright, but it's a way to like get into the groove of things and see if I want to upload more by this week or something like that. Uh, but yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the stream or, or the video at this point. Hopefully, it's not too long. Is it like okay? It's like an hour. All right, it's not too bad. Um. Yeah, that's all I want to say. Yeah. Good night. Goodbye. Um. Stay frosty, I guess.